I really hope this isn't going to be like the last 2 years where like every player we have winds up going on IR or getting hurt in some capacity. The Jets dodge a bullet. Mekhi Becton doesn't tear anything in his leg, but what are the Jets going to do at left tackle? Jets! Welcome in. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, I'll be live Tuesday, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock with the Talkin' Jets panel. Myself, O'Leary, and Greenbean are going to go over all our Jet-related news and thoughts over this past week and what we thought of the Panthers game. And you can ask us all your Jet-related questions as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you tune into that. But let's move on to today's video. And we've gotten news from Ian Rappaport that Mekhi Becton's dislocated knee slash MCL sprain is going to require minor arthroscopic surgery, which is going to knock him out between 4 and 5 weeks. I've heard 4 and 6 weeks as well. Now, this is a similar type of injury that Patrick Mahomes had a few years back. He only missed 2 weeks with that injury. But again, you know, Mekhi Becton, 6'7", 365 pounds, probably going to require a little bit more time with that type of knee injury. Now, what are we going to do? And what should we expect from Mekhi Becton this year? Well, he graded out as one of our best players for week 1. He had a 66.4 on Pro Football Focus. That was good enough to be the highest offensive lineman, which is a very low bar that we're setting right now for the New York Jets. And he was the 24th ranked tackle in the NFL. That does include left and right tackles. So really not that bad of a grade, all things considered, even though he was kind of not looking that great throughout the game. And part of that is because Brian Burns is such an athletic edge rusher and Mekhi Becton is so tall, it's going to be tough to kind of bend down and get that type of low to the ground speed type of edge rusher. So that's where some of those struggles kind of came in. But now what do the Jets do going forward? Well, it seems like George Fant is going to play the left side of the offensive line. Morgan Moses is going to be the right side of the offensive line. So you have your 2 tackles. Luckily, the Jets sort of saw tackle issues coming down the pipeline. Mekhi Becton last year only played in 69% of the snaps, 69% of the offensive snaps, as compared to McGovern, who played 98, George Fant, 83, and Greg Van Roten, 76. So he really missed a lot of time at that left tackle position. So the Jets were kind of hedging their bets, one with the Elijah Vera Tucker pick, the retaining of George Fant, even though there's some salary cap implications that they could have moved on from, and bringing in of Morgan Moses. So when I'm looking at this, I'm not rushing Mekhi Becton back. I have no problem him missing, some of this time to make sure he is 100% healthy. We invested a premium pick in this guy to be our franchise left tackle for the next 10 years. Not just one season where the Jets don't really have playoff hopes per se, and it's kind of a rebuilding year. I don't want to force this guy back and possibly cause more damage. Now, that said, in the short term, really not the worst thing that could have happened. A tear would have absolutely been devastating for this kid's second year in the NFL, and especially going into the offseason when he could have trained. So luckily, we avoided the tear. But Mekhi Becton has not really practiced the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is probably why we saw Fant and Moses play better on the offensive line in that fourth quarter, end of the third quarter time frame during this last game. So do I think the offensive line is going to play better against New England? I do. I really think they're going to have a better showing than what we got last week. Now, again, that's not a real high bar to kind of step over, but I do think you will see more consistency right now. I do think Fant plays left tackle better than he plays right tackle anyway, and I always thought Morgan Moses should have started on the right side regardless. So I'm not all beat up about this, but I also don't want to see Mekhi Becton out. And the injuries have just been an issue. And not that this one is like an injury-prone type of thing, but at his size, it could be more of a lingering type of an issue because he's got a lot of weight. That's a big, big man over there. So take your time getting back. Don't rush him. This is a long-term piece to our overall franchise puzzle. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you like Fant starting on the left side? Do you like Morgan starting on the right side? How do you feel about Mekhi Becton? Are you worried about his injuries? Do you think he'll be viable long term? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.